Have you ever wondered what children who witnessed the gruesome murder of their parents by hoodlums pass through for the rest of their lives? They are most likely to be emotionally stigmatized with vengeance. This is Wael and Akin, the innocent twins who passed through the same fate. What a wicked world! You shouldn't be surprised when you see these vulnerable twins grow to become bad influencers to society. Akin, popularly known as Kalashnikov, or better still, Kayla, was a role model to many inmates in the prison. You know what that means. But he was about to be freed alongside his closest Patty, Adura, his most sweetest auntie who took care of the children after the demise of their parents, was ever ready to welcome him. Are we missing something here? I guess so. How about Kala's twin brother, Wally? Well, we got it all wrong this time when I said that these children are likely to become vulnerable and traumatized with pain. The case is different here. Adewale became a responsible police officer who just got promoted to the elite squad, SWAT, and he was good at his job. Adewale is set to meet his twin brother after many years, but as the say goes, light and darkness do not dwell together. I hope I'm not being too harsh. Kala came home to hear about the trendings of some community gangsters called the Ojuju Boys, who come to rob occupants with a notification to get ready for their arrival. You can imagine the guts these guys had. Not even the community police could do anything about it. Trust Kala, he wouldn't let that happen in his aunt's house, so he got prepared for their arrival. Kayla was lucky this time as one of the Ojuju Boys. Izzy knows him. They exchanged contact to meet on the other side. Meanwhile, Wael was enjoying his newly promoted job with his teammates as they got to celebrate their boss's birthday. Wael fell in love with his boss's daughter, Kamsi, and it was taking a whole new dimension in his marital life. Kayla meets with his old-time friend, Izzy, who introduced him to other gang members like Poison, Emma, Townsman, and Osho, while he got attracted to the only lady in the gang, Goldie. But Kayla had big dreams which he initiated to Izzy. Now, they have to tell the boss, Shadow. It's time for the Ojuju Boys to upgrade from household robbers to breaking the bank, since they have got the arsenal. Now to their first operation of 50 million grand. The operation got so easy without traces, but there was something that got Kayla enraged. Izzy killed a police officer. This shouldn't be an issue for a robbery attack, but could it be because of the trauma he got as a kid when his parents were killed? Wael was about to get married to Kamsi with the approval of Mr. Daniel, his boss. He then gave strict instructions to his aunt not to notify or bring Kayla to his wedding party because he knows how unpredictable his brother can be on matters like this. Could that be the only reason? Not only that, he was also trying to hide his brother's identity to save his career in the police force. But Kala also had it again. This time, he would never disappoint his brother. Kayla and his gang members ambushed the wedding with a lot of spendings to the extent of intimidating the guests with their money. Wael never expected what he saw. His identity has now been escalated to his teammates because of his twin brother who's an ex-convict. His career is now in jeopardy. Mr. Daniel should report him to the internal affairs of the police force, but he has to save Wael because of his daughter's pregnant condition. Wael later got the information that his brother was now part of the Ojuju Boys with the trending video on the social media of how the Ojuju Boys spent lavishly on his wedding party via one of the Ojuju Boys the community police had in their custody for long. It's time for the next mission. Izzy got the plan this time. It was going to be a double operation for 200 million grand. But the plan was conflicting with Kayla's experience because it wasn't a solid plan. It resulted in a conflict. Goldie had to make him understand. She then told him of her plan for both of them to relocate once they had their share from the successful operation. For this operation to go smoothly, Goldie had to bring Kayla and Izzy to strategize the plan together. Kayla had no choice than to join the bandwagon. To the first operation, the operation seemed so easy, but unfortunately, Mr. Daniel was on his way to the hospital for his medical checkup when he ran into the Ojuju boys while on operation. On his chase to mount guard on them, Kala mistakenly shot him. Mr. Daniel couldn't survive it. Kala was very upset because he wasn't convinced about the operation in the first place, together with the killings that just happened. He wasn't happy with the way things were going, so he wanted to opt out with his share from the robbery deal. Shadow wouldn't allow that to happen until they were through with the second operations. The plan almost collapsed when Kayla pointed a gun at his boss, but it was finally resolved. The second mission must be carried out regardless of what anyone thinks. Now, they have to crystallize their plans. This operation was a big one while they understood that not everyone will survive this operation. They already knew the exit route out of the country with the elderly man who will be waiting at the exit junction for those who will survive the operation. For this mission to succeed, they had to cause a heavy traffic presence at the third mainland bridge where the bullion van was stuck. But this time, the SWAT was on them. They successfully opened the van with the money and transported the bags of money into the boat until the SWAT squad opened fire. It was such a horrific experience that a live video was covered by one of the struggling passengers in a vehicle when Poison was killed. Kayla's aunt got the information that spread like wildfire on social media. She could remember Poison vividly then. She sensed trouble. The sporadic shooting continued as many lives were lost, especially on the side of the Ojuju boys. Shadow, while shooting back at them, had Izzy by his side and asked him for a reload. Little did Shadow know that this was a personal plan for Izzy. The battle was lost, and everyone had to find their way, including Kala and his baby girl, Goldie, until she was shot. Kala knew that he has been fucked. He must give up now. His aunt was already there, weeping, but she couldn't help the situation. Izzy already had his escape route planned for himself and went away with the money. Akin was already surrounded and must now surrender after many pleas from his brother. He was shot twice due to his suspicious movement with the gun still in his hand. He fell into the lagoon while the police rapidly shot at him to make sure that he was dead. Izzy safely reached with his bag of money at the exit junction while he was waiting for the elderly man to take him out the next day. That night, he heard a creepy sound, and while he tried to check what it was, guess what? It was Kayla. He still had his eyes on Izzy. Kayla and Adora were the only survivors from the operation. They left the country with the money and started a new life. Although Whale was suspended by the police force for having an ex-convict as a brother, with the hope that he will be called back. Regardless, they forever lived a happy life. Thanks for watching. Please comment your thoughts and also like and share this video for more super amazing videos that we are bringing to you. And if you're watching from our YouTube channel, you can also subscribe and turn on your notification for more. Thank you.